Welcome to this daily guided meditation practice. This is the Attentive Mind. My name is Nathan, and I'll be guiding you through this meditation practice today. Find yourself a seated position. You want to find a position that is both sturdy and comfortable. You don't want to feel like your body is a distraction during the practice because you've simply sat on your foot or you're sitting in a weird way with your back. It could just be an unnecessary distraction, so you want to find something comfortable. You also want a sense of being here, a sense of groundedness, something where you almost feel like a rock rather than uh, something that's ready to get going, something like you want to be here to stay. And that's why a sense of stability really helps. Sitting in a chair works with that. Sitting in a formal meditation posture works with that. Even lying down, but just don't fall asleep. Find what works for you, as long as it's both sturdy and comfortable. You also want to keep your eyes open during this practice. But not a big deal. If you'd rather close your eyes and you feel more comfortable doing that, go ahead and do that, no problem. But if your eyes are open, leave the screen alone and drop your gaze gently down below you, kind of looking at the floor or the desk or whatever is just below you. We're not staring or analyzing at a particular spot in the floor, but we're also not zoned out and blurry. We have a gentle gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. You're in a comfortable and sturdy position, and your eyes are either closed or open, gaze directed softly and clearly downwards. Let's begin today's practice by taking 3 deep breaths. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And as we breathe, pay attention to where you notice the breath the most. Find the place where it is easiest for you to notice breathing. All right, in through the nose, out through the mouth. In, out, and in, and out. Wonderful. Now go ahead and settle your attention on that place you found you could easily pay attention to the breath. Just let it kind of naturally fall there as if you haven't used any effort. Just notice the breath and do this as effortlessly as you can. Watching the subtle movements of the inhalation and the exhalation. Noticing the gentle pleasure that arises every time a breath is coming in and as it leaves. And just settling closely with this experience. And we don't need to worry about our to-do list. We don't need to worry about achieving anything here. We're just taking time to notice what's already here. The breath just as it is. Rising and falling. And you may notice how there's a tendency to keep getting distracted from the breath. In fact, I probably just interrupted you talking to yourself, losing the breath, or rather, losing our awareness of the breath. And this is okay. When you notice that you're lost in thought, simply return. No harm done, no failure here. Remain with breathing and keep coming back to it again and again. No judgment, no future, just this. Come back. Come back to the breath, rising and falling. Wake up. Return to the breath. Remember, thoughts don't have to be quiet to notice breathing. We notice the breath as thinking happens. Mental quietness is not necessary. Just leave it alone. This is it. There's no future really to get to because those are thoughts. The future is a thought that happens now. Nor is there a past we come from. Again, it exists as memory, here and now. Don't you see this moment? Where else can you exist? So why do you live your life as if you exist in the future, in the past? The two great concerns. If we just let that go and notice this right here, there's absolutely nothing to worry about because we're here. There's no mistakes to be had because we're here. There's no more confusion because we're here. That's all. Let go of the problems you create for yourself. They are not helping you. And instead, live where you always are, which is here and now. All right, you can look at the screen. I've known a couple of people in my life, more than a couple of people in my life, who have had real problems with confidence and self esteem. And maybe this is you. It's personally not something that I have ever really had much trouble with. I mean, I've probably had the opposite problem of cockiness and who knows, those kind of things. But I can see the great suffering that happens with people who don't feel like they have something worth to be said, or that their very existence is a burden to others. And it seems horrible. And usually these people that I have found, they really, really care about the opinions of others. Maybe that's you. Where every interaction that is had with people at work or even your family is contemplated and ruminated over and over again after the interaction for the following day, even the next couple of days, or maybe even a week. Just constantly like, did they think that? Or what did I do? Did I come across bad? I shouldn't have said that. That kind of thing. And that's, boy, seems like a lot of suffering. And there's people that I've known that have, through practice, have let go of that completely, where they turned from this insecure, afraid, kind of worried about everybody opinion kind of person to totally at ease. Because when we sit and learn to leave thinking alone, we're leaving alone the ruminator, the one that feels it is a person, the one that cares about others' opinions, You start to see those as passing thoughts within the mind. And you're not the thoughts, you're the mind. Not even the mind, but don't worry about that yet. You're not these thoughts, essentially. And so, if this is something you struggle with, learn to become present, absolutely present. And what that entails is to learn to leave thinking alone. Coming back to this moment is home. It is security. It is where confidence truly lies. And a lot of people, they may not be present, but they're really confident people. And they have probably a really good story in their head about themselves, or that don't, they just don't suffer in that kind of way. That's just every brain is different. But if you do suffer in that way, an antidote is just to be present, because only here is where you are. And I hear people have told me, even through these practices, through the attentive mind, that they have learned to be more self-confident, and they feel like their words are just flowing, and they feel more of a connectedness to people and a less of this worry and struggle about things. This is all to say that this practice isn't just good for you. It isn't just something that is good to do, like going to do yoga. This is something that utterly transforms you if you really practice. This isn't a workout routine. This is an investigation into what is really going on upstairs and downstairs, really, what's going on in experience itself. And when you learn that, no longer are you fooled by things. You're not fooled by thoughts. But until you learn what thoughts are and what your mind is, you'll be taken away by thinking. And you'll run into those thoughts that are saying, oh, damn it, I should have said this. Oh, why did I do that? I shouldn't have been that way. Oh, I couldn't, dang it. Do they like me? Am I being around? Oh, I should probably leave. They don't like me around. That. Learn to leave that stuff alone and be completely confident and present here and now. So just practice. All you have to worry about. Just practice. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for showing up. And as always, and without exception, I'll see you tomorrow.